And I've actually stuffed this bag quite a bit. So I will say that I've stuffed this bag quite a bit, and the shoulder straps have held up as well. I think my only gripe with this bag would be
if you ever feel alone, 'cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone in a sec.
Hey family, hey, what's going on? Yancy here. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you've been, you guys. I am going to be giving you a bag review video. So I'm going to tell you when I got it and the crazy amount that it is currently right now. But before we do that, go ahead and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the bell. That way you are notified every single time I upload and you don't miss a thing, all right? And that way I don't miss you, you don't miss me, and we're here because this is where we need to be. Okay. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this bag. And it is on my YSL Shopping St. Laurent tote bag. All right. So let me go ahead and show you this cutie. This particular bag I purchased right around 2019-20, way before the pandemic, you guys. So prices were a little bit different. All right. The way you purchase things, got things, whatever, was definitely different. But I saw this bag. I really like this bag. So I picked this up. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I went to Neiman Marcus because they have several different designers in that particular location of where I am. So they have a little Chanel boutique. They have like an YSL stand, Tory Burch, Celine, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of cute little bags that you can find there at Neiman Marcus. So I picked her up from there. So first things first, you guys, pricing. I have to discuss this pricing because it is crazy, the difference of what it is right now. So currently this shopper tote is actually $1,450, $1,450 USD, all right? When I picked her up, when I purchased her, when she came home with me, this bag was $995. So it really does make a difference to purchase your bags whenever you can. I know there's a lot of people who've purchased like Chanel double flaps back in the day when they're like 2,000, under 1,000, whatever. And now they're reaping the benefits because at the end of the day, they can sell their bag and definitely profit more than what they've spent. Not all bags hold their value, definitely something to think about. But for the most part, you know, when you get the bag, when you get it and it's cheaper price, you always celebrate that. I know I do, because like I said, when I'm looking at the price today, there's no way. Going ahead and spending that on that particular bag, it's a lot. I would, however, probably, if anything, get this bag over the Neverfull just because that's coated canvas and this is leather. Okay, so with my shopping tote, once again, this is calfskin leather. So you do have a all around leather bag, and I like that. So at the time, like I said, it was definitely, I'm getting my bang for my buck, and I really did like that. So I have no complaints. It is a raw leather on the interior, if you can see, and I'll show you that. So hopefully you can see that, but there's no interior pocket. So it's just one big open compartment. With this, it does have a snap closure. And I like the fact that you do have the YSL right over here on the snap closure itself. Hopefully you're able to see that. But the thing that I like about this particular bag, you guys, and just kind of running down everything about this bag, you do have a zipper pouch. This zipper pouch is actually detachable. So you could just detach her, snap her to herself, and then just use her as an everyday running errands type of pouch or whatever like that. So I do like that. It gives you something to kind of put your smaller items in if you didn't want them kind of floating around in the bigger compartment. And I like that. She did come with a dust bag. The dust bag was pretty big. I'm not even sure if this is the one for it. It actually is, but it's a really nice dust bag. Like the quality of this dust bag is really good. But yeah, I actually never put her in the dust bag. I always just put the dust bag in the bag itself, and that's just how I store her. All right, so the color is navy. For this particular bag, like I said, you have leather all around. You do have the embossed St. Laurent right here in gold. So I do like that. You do have gold tone hardware, which is a snap closure itself, as well as the YSL logo. And this logo is encased in leather. So it's really cute. If you want to be a little bit more quiet with your luxury, you can always just cover her and no one can tell that it's a YSL bag. So I do like that. And I like how understated it is. So I think that was one of the reasons why I actually purchased the bag itself way before the whole quiet luxury started kind of making a little comeback, so to say, or whatever like that. But yeah, I like the bag itself. I like the fact that it holds a lot. You do have 2 straps right here. They're not detachable. It does have a 23-inch drop for the shoulder straps, but again, it's a shoulder bag, so you're not gonna get a detachable shoulder strap. So either which way, it does have a great opening, so you will be very comfortable. The leather, it's not too hard, so it's not gonna dig into your shoulder or anything like that. And again, I've worn her a good amount of times, so she has been worn, and you can tell that she's a little bit more looser and slouchier. And I actually like that. I don't like the rigidness of bags. So again, if I were to ever get like a Birkin, it wouldn't be the Cellier, because that's just way too rigid for me. But either which way, to each its own. All right, so getting into the measurements of this particular bag, you guys, it's gonna be 14 inches in length, 10 inches in height, and 5 inches in depth. So it's a fairly good sized bag. You can hold what you need. I've actually been able to fit a laptop in here, you know, my cosmetic pouch, card holder, of course, a wallet itself. So everything can fit in here. I can easily use it for, you know, my work bag, whatever I need to use it for, but it's a good sized bag and I don't have any issues when it comes to that. Okay, so I think for me, normally, you guys know me, I definitely love an organizer because I think it just, you know, maintains the bag, it keeps its shape, and you don't have any issues when it comes to, you know, interior mess or whatever like that. It's easy to get to your things. I am a pen person, so there's always pen marks in my bag, and I've been trying to do better because these bags are way too expensive to just be having pen marks in them, right? Okay, so, but for the most part, this particular bag, because it is so slouchy and the way it's formed, I haven't put an organizer in here because the way it kind of like, you know, shapes from the top going to the bottom, an organizer, I would have to get one that's a little bit smaller, and I don't like too much room on each side when it comes to the organizers in the bag, so it just wouldn't fit. So I think for the most part, instead of an organizer, when I start to stuff this bag, I have pouches. So one tip I will give you, if you don't necessarily have an organizer or if you don't like organizers, then I would say get some pouches. You know, get something that you can actually put your items in. That way it's a little bit easier. Like I have my LV cosmetic pouch. I put that in there. I have my necessary things in there and I can just easily get to it. My wallet, my key holder, my clay, like everything is just in a pouch. So it's easy for me to grab. I'm not searching for anything. Things are not moving around, so I can't find it. So for the most part, I think the pouches and everything like that are just easy to get. You don't necessarily have to get an LV cosmetic pouch or a Michael Kors pouch or a Tote pouch. You can literally go on Amazon, purchase the cutest, smallest, or even largest pouch, and you'll be good to go. All right, because like I said, this does not have any interior pockets and you are not fitting a lot of items in this particular zipper pouch. So your pouches are definitely your friend. That's the best thing to do to keep your bag organized and easy for you to get to when it comes to your items. Would I purchase this bag again? I would. When it comes to wear and tear, it's held up pretty nicely. I don't have any issues whatsoever. The calfskin has held up. I think with the calfskin, it looks, if you really take a look, it looks like it'd be a little bit slightly pebbled leather if you look at it. So yeah, no feet at the bottom or anything like that. The stitching is all intact. So yeah, I don't have any issues. And I've actually stuffed this bag quite a bit. So I will say that I've stuffed this bag quite a bit, and the shoulder straps have held up as well. I think my only gripe with this bag would be the magnetic closure. The snap closure itself is not as strong as it is like on my Gucci Beast tote. So I think that's the only thing I would probably see if they updated it a little bit, made the closure a little bit stronger. But for the most part, when I normally tend to close it, it does open like right afterwards. I don't know if it's mine. I never took it back to check it. But again, for the most part, that's the only thing I would change. Otherwise, I love the bag. I literally have no issues with this bag other than that, because again, it's held up. There's no scratches on it or anything like that. The leather has held up fine. The embossed name on it has not faded away. So they did a good job. It's great quality. I don't have any issues whatsoever. No threading or anything like that. Stitching is coming out. It's a great bag. So for the money that I paid, I'm happy. Would I get it again? Of course I would. Probably, hopefully at that same price. So if anything, if I'm looking for another bag like this, I would probably go on a secondhand market to see if I can get it at that price that I got it for. Because me personally, I would not like to pay the $1,450 that it is currently right now. So that would be the only thing that will prevent me from buying the bag itself, the increase of pricing. But again, you can always go on a secondhand market, get it there, and you'll be good to go. But yeah, at the time, this bag was under $1,000. All right, you guys, so that is it. That is my review. Would I buy the bag again? I absolutely would. I love the bag. It holds so much. It doesn't dig into my shoulders. It is fully leather when it comes to the bag itself. So I think you will be getting your money's worth when it comes to the YSL shopper tote. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got all the information that you needed to see if you would buy the shopper tote or if you wouldn't. And like I said, if you didn't want to spend the increased price of what it is right now, definitely just go on a secondhand market and look for the bag itself. Find it, different colors, you'll be good to go. But again, I love the bag, but I do have my eyes on a few other Saint Laurent bags, and hopefully I can probably add those to my collection sometime next year, because I have a lot going on this year, not buying any more bags this year, so I'm good to go. But I do love the bag, and I think you would love it too, all right? So if you enjoyed the video, you guys, like, comment, share, and definitely do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
If you ever feel alone, 'cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone in a sec.